From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They're going play action. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Throwing now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So it'll be 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll try and throw it here. Hauled in by Musgrave. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Cut near the goal line. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
How many times, Kate, how many times we sit in these meetings and the coaches will tell us the same thing? We win this game. We win these situations Monday to Saturday. That was awesome. That was short yardage recognition of that run, and they demolished it. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
His return starts at the 5. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep.
Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st down, ball at the 36. Walker now from the gun. Jukes out a one-stop. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Flush down now to his left. Caught near the goal line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks, who won up the opposing field goal, they start with 7 on their opening drive. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day as a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air. He hung that baseball to gun down the runner at home plate. The difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up, that DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
Getting out to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
They've got a man in motion. 3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play action on first. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second and 10 now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Lions will go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Great-looking catch. That sideline and win out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Detroit. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. This is Walker on second. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Walker on 1st down. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Seahawks with some work to do, trailing in this game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 46. Rolling left, buying some time. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Running left, here's Walker. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Here's the snap on 4th. Here's a loft deep down the middle. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's taken down at the 30. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. From the 23. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third down run by Gibbs. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Another one for Gibbs. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. A final throw before the break. Throw left side, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he's stopped.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did. Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. He'll pass it this time. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll look to throw. Brought in right side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. before the stop is made.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot if you end up just short on that third down?
Trying for it, it's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Walker crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. He fires one deep. That's complete inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. I don't know if they're going to get to him. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Pass complete to Gibbs. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 24. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've got in. In this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Handoff running left, Walker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
It's Walker on the give. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 27-yard line.
Running it with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. So even after 7 yards, still playing from behind, 3rd and 11.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing on 3rd and long. This is complete to Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Working quickly here. Back now, pressure on its way. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Coming right is Gibbs. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll throw on 1st. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. First down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming. First down, and they go right back to him.
And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Flushed out of the pocket. Go right side, and McBride has it. A gain of 27 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Staying with Walker. He breaks a tackle. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. With Walker again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They go with Walker here. Has a big hole left. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Detroit calls timeout mid-second, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks jump in front late. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. And they got there in time. He's taken down. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
To throw. Going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.